morning students. In previous class we discussed about population size. Here the population size, for this population size the most technical form is population density. That population density is represented as capital N. And natality, mortality, immigrations and emigrations completed. For natality, one of the letter is there, that letter is capital B. Here the capital B is represented as natality, whereas death is commonly known as in population mortality. That mortality is represented by capital D. Immigrations with capital I and emigrations are with capital E. Now all these letters are represented with natality, mortality, etc. Yesterday we completed population size, that is nothing but population density. Now today the topic name is growth models. Growth models. Here mainly two types of growth models are there. The first one is exponential growth model and the second one is logistic growth model. Here the first one is exponential growth model. What is this growth model? Simply the population size we are linking with the time. If the population size is linking with the time, for example, when we are taking time on x-axis and the population size, that is nothing but the density. Now we are taking the density on a y-axis. When we plotted the population density with the time, now two types of graphs, two types of growth models were formed, in which the first of all exponential growth and the second one is logistic growth. Means some organisms, some populations, they are exhibiting exponential growth models. Majority of the organisms, they are exhibiting logistic growth models. What is this difference? Here exponential growth is exhibited by the organisms, those organisms body sizes are of very small. Example for this, bacteria. So like this. Here the definition of this exponential growth, when resources are of unlimited, already we know the resources may be food, availability of sunlight, water, etc. If such type of resources are of unlimited, means abundant resources are there within the habitat. So what happened immediately? Immediately the population, the organisms are of grow within short period of time. So within short period of time, the number of organisms, the population density is growing. Now finally that growth model appears like a J shape. So J-shaped growth models are commonly known as exponential growth. So here the exponential growth explains us within short period of time, if resources are of abundant, immediately the organisms, their number is going to increase within the short period of time. And finally, when we plotted the population density with the time, they forms a J-shaped curve. For this exponential growth, one of the formula is the dn by dt is equals to b minus d into n. Here they are giving small b and small d. Yesterday we discussed about natality with the capital B. Here small b is nothing but birth rate. Similarly small d is nothing but death rate. Capital D is nothing but mortality. Yesterday we completed. There is a variation in between capital letters and small letters. Here capital B is nothing but natality. Capital D is nothing but mortality. But here they mentioned small b and small d. Here the small b indicates birth rate and the small d indicates death rate. Into n. N is nothing but population density. So here the formula is dn by dt is equals to b minus d into n. This is the formula for exponential growth. Here b minus d is equals to r. Here the r is equals to intrinsic rate. Intrinsic rate of natural increase. Intrinsic rate of natural increase. This intrinsic rate of natural increase is simply represented as r. So here b minus d is equivalent to small r. Simply the small r indicates the population growth. its meaning is intrinsic rate of natural increase, means whether the population is increasing or decreasing, like this. So if d minus d is equals to r, then the formula is reduced like this. dn by dt is equals to r into n. This is also a short formed formula for this exponential growth. Here, by using this formula, scientists they given different types of R values of different types of animals. So here, beetles, floor beetles. Beetles nothing but comes under arthropods. Generally, we know in total animal kingdom, the maximum number is occupied by arthropods. The largest phylum is arthropod. In that phylum Arthropoda, the largest class is insects, obviously. So here beetles comes under insects. 70% of organisms are of arthropods only in our biodiversity. So that's why they given different types of animals intrinsic rates. So here beetles intrinsic rate of natural increase value is, means beetles R value is 0.12. Similarly, Norway rats R value is about 0.015. Similarly, they conducted in 1981, especially in India, they conducted humans R value in 1981. This humans R value in 1981, it is about 0.0205. Now this formula is also represented by using dn by dt is equals to Rn. Next, compared to all these R values, which one is the maximum value? See here, this is 0.02, this is 0.015 and this is 0.12. Obviously, beetles R value is more. The next category goes to rats, Norway rats, and finally human beings. So compared to beetles, rats growth rate is somewhat less and human beings growth rate is completely less. Why? Because beetles populations are of very more, that's why their R values are of also maximum. Next, based on this formula, they are asking different types of questions. For example, one of the question is given here. In 2005, within a habitat, there is a 14 millions of individuals. The total population is 14 millions in 2005. In this population, 0.028 birth rate is there, 0.008 it is the death rate within this year. So total number of individuals 14 millions. In that population, within this year, the birth rate is about 0.028, whereas the death rate is 0.008. Then next, the question is find out the population in 2015. Simply, they given the total population in 2005, birth rate and death rate given. By using these values, they are asking total number of population. Find out the total number of population in 2015. So based on this exponential growth equation. So based on this exponential equation, find out the total number of individuals in 2015. For this, see here, already we know the formula is dn by dt. Here dn, total number of individuals. Which type of individuals we have to find out? That is comes under here dn. Means whatever the population in 2015, that value comes here. dt means t is nothing but time. So time duration. They given 2005, here 2015. From 2005 to 2015, what is the time period? Obviously, this is about 10 years. So in place of dt, we have to take 10 years. Then they given birth rate as 0.028, whereas death rate is 0.008 into population density. Population density in 2005, it is about 14 millions. Okay, once again, dn by dt. dn is nothing but the population. What is the population they are asking in future? that future population we don't know. So the type of value we have to take here dn. So we don't know dn, that's why we are taking dn as it is. So dn by dt, dt means here time. So the time interval from 2005 to 2015, it is about 10 years. That's why the dt is equals to 10 is equals to birth rate, death rate into density. So birth rate minus death rate, 0.028 minus 0.008, the value is 0.02 into 14 millions. So 0.02 into 14 millions is equals to 0.28 millions. So we have to find out dn. If this 10 is going to that side means into 10, so 0.28 into 10 is equals to 2.8 millions. 2.8 millions is the dn value. Within 10 years, the growth rate is about 2.88 millions. So they given 2005, they are asking 2015 population. In this 10 years period, the population growth rate is about 2.8 millions. So this growth rate we have to add with the earlier population. So earlier population is already 14 millions. So 14 millions plus 2.8 millions. So finally it is about 17.8 millions of population. 17.8 millions of populations were present in 2015. So by using this exponential equation, we can identify the future population. For example, this is 2021. In this 2021, the total number of populations are of 18 millions, for example, where the birth rate is about 0.048. This is birth rate, small b value, where the death rate is about 0.028. Okay, so in 2021, the total population is about 18 millions within a habitat. In this habitat, the birth rate is about 0.048, whereas death rate is about 0.028. Based on these values, find out the total individuals in 2031. So I want the total population in that habitat in 2031. So based on these values, I want answer in 2031 population. Find out. I will ask personally. Okay. For this exponential growth, one more formula is also there. Now this formula is for integral method. In case of integral method, the formula for exponential growth rate is nt is equals to n0 ert, e to the power of rt. So here nt is equals to, see here, n0 is equals to the population density at a time 0, whereas nt is equals to the population density after time. For example, this year the population size, the population density, for example 14 millions, that 14 millions we have to take here, initial population density. If they are asking in future, that value we have to take here. So population density at time 0 means initial population density. Here nt is equals to population density after time. Which time they are asking, that time we have to take here. Then here e is equals to the base of natural logarithm, that the value is 2.71828. This 2.71828 is the value of e, whereas r is also known. What is that? R, intrinsic rate of natural increase, and t is equal to time. So nt is equals to n0 e to the power of rt. This is the equation for integral method, especially for exponential growth line. Next, the second growth model is logistic growth models. This logistic growth models was given by Verhulst, Perl logistic scientist. Based on his scientific name, we have to use the word logistic growth lines. Here, already we know exponential growth lines, exponential growth models, they are forming a J-shaped curve. So such type of J-curved curves are formed when the resources are of unlimited. If the resources are of unlimited, within short period of time, the population is going to increase. If such type of resources are of completed within short period of time, then immediately the total population size is decreases. Now, if the population decreases with short period of time, that is called as a crash. So within short period of time, they are increasing. If resources are of completing, within a short period of time, they are going to decrease. If they are decreasing, that is called as a crash. Okay. Then after that, logistic growth lines. These logistic growth lines were formed when resources are of limited. In case of limited resources, such type of growth models appears. Here, this type of logistic growth lines are exactly like sigmoid shape, S-shaped. That's why they are also called as sigmoid growth lines or S-shaped growth curves. Here, when we are taking growth population density on y-axis, similarly we are taking time on x-axis. So here limited resources are there. By using these limited resources, they are surviving here. So if the resources are of limited, population size is not going to increase within short period of time. Why? Because if the limited resources are there, maximum organisms, they are competing with that resources. For example, food materials are of limited, maximum organisms are competing for that food resources. Because of that reason, here the population is not going to increase within short period of time like this J-shaped, it means exponential growth like models. So here, this type of logistic growth exhibit a sigmoid curve here where the population is starts to increase. That starting point we are termed as lag phase. Once the organisms are reaching this lag phase, within short period of time, their number is going to increase. If the population size is going to increase, then the phase is called as accelerated phase, the phase of acceleration. Now, within soon, this population density is going to increase and it is not continued up to a particular level they are reaching. If the population size is going to normal condition, now this phase is termed as deceleration. Lag phase, phase of acceleration, phase of deceleration, and finally they are continued like this. They attain stable population. Now, if the populations are surviving in stable, that stable point we are calling as carrying capacity, and this carrying capacity is represented as capital K. So, once the organisms are reaching this region, they are continuously surviving here. They are not crossed this carrying capacity. For this logistic growth, one more formula is there. dn by dt is equals to Rn into K minus n by K. Now this formula is for logistic growth. Here the meaning of exponential means this exponential growth, the organisms are growing in a geometrical fashion. Geometrical fashion means one organism became 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16, 16 to 32, like this. Doubling of number. So within short period of time, organisms are doubling. That method is known as geometrical fashion. So this is also known as geometrical growth lines. Whereas logistic growth lines are of sigmoid shaped growth lines or S-shaped growth lines. For this, the formula is dn by dt is equals to Rn into K minus A divided by K. Like this. Okay, thank you.